The bucket, they actually sent me the wrong bucket when I ordered it. I ordered it with the 84-inch bucket, and they sent me the small one. So this bucket has had nothing but snow in it its entire life. I've only had the bucket about 1 month, maybe a month and a half. Never had dirt in it, only snow. Everything's nice, greased. I use factory grease in it. I gotta clean that up, I apologize. No dents, dings, scratches. It's ceramic coated. I have not started this yet today. Cold to the touch. I'll fire it up for you. Apologize about the cab mess. This is your buddy seat. Seat belt, backrest, and if you want to get in, just like that. Got the kids' cups, kids' snacks, plastic cell on the seat. It is air ride. Probably helps if I turn the key on.
First and my last name would just sound better together, and probably all.
Loader joystick. This is the button I was telling you about for the third function. It's off now. Now you can see it's green. And when it's green like that, those are your buttons for your third function. And this will lock it back out again. That way the kids can sit there and touch it and nothing happens. I've got a little cooler slash heater for lunches or drinks, whatever you want to put in there. I just got it plugged in. I'll end up probably keeping that unless you really want it. Loader joystick. Gear shift, just like your typical car, truck, semi. And then this button is the D-clutch button. So the only time you really ever need to use the clutch is when you're starting the tractor. It's pretty handy actually. It's got your high, low range in the trans. Super handy. Mechanical park brake, hand throttle, foot throttle, 3-point, draft control for the 3-point, PTO, both your SCVs in the rear, both have a float function. And you've got your 4-wheel drive, which is electronic on this model. And then RPM presets. I've got them set right now. So I've got one at mowing speed and I've got one lower. That way when I come to the end of a field, I can hit the button, it lowers the RPM. I lower my ground speed, slows me down. Tilt steering wheel. Gauge cluster. It's one of the RPM presets. Tells me how many hours are on it. Tells me how many gallons of fuel I've used. Actual gallons per hour. And the average gallons per hour. This thing does not use that much fuel. And then your particulate matter and the DPF. It's only done 2 regens since I've owned it, both of which have been flawless. This is your shuttle shift right here. Literally just lift it forward, neutral, reverse. Don't need to use the clutch. I'll start it right now. Just your park brake light. This one does have 2 doors as well, which is kind of nice. I call them the smoker's windows. Both sides of that. More storage. And then this is for the ePTO. You can run 540 RPM PTO at a much lower engine speed when that's engaged. So if you're doing hay work, it's perfect. It's very awesome. You save a lot of fuel. Back window opens. Wiper reservoir. All the hitch and controls back there. Just loader function here. This machine does have what I call the sunroof. I've got the loader in the power position right now because I had to move a couple piles of snow. It actually has a height position and it'll lift up to 11 feet, I believe. When it's in the height position, the bucket will be up about this area and you can't actually see it without this cover open. So sunshade tells you your speed. Mirrors. Alright, so I'll show you how to drive it real quick. Park brake off, low range. I'm going to put it in second, why not? No clutch. Reverse. No clutch. Forward. Neutral. Reverse. Neutral. Forward. About as easy as it gets. Like I said, I'm dealing with property like this at my own house. It's a little too big for at home. I'm trying to do less side jobs. If I was still trying to do side jobs, I wouldn't be selling the tractor. So let me go outside real quick. Tires are in perfect shape. Everything's greased. This is the two positions I was talking about. When you put the cylinder in this hole, it gives you like another 8 inches of lift. Toolbox here. Did just do its first oil change at 55 hours. Got about 25 hours on it right now. These are all your quick connects for your loader. You want to pop the loader off, pull this pin, drive out from underneath it. Super simple. I went through and hose wrapped all these hoses that were exposed. I'm weird about that stuff. I even hose wrapped this, hose wrapped this. Hose wrapped all these. Rear tires are perfect. It's not actually scratched, it's just dirty. Like I said, it is all ceramic coated. Just too big for here at home for playing, unfortunately. Too expensive to have sitting in the barn. The 3-point also is, it's got category 2 holes. There is bushings for it, so you can put category 1 implements on it, which is super nice. PTO, drawbar does move. It's got the sway links that are adjustable, the draft links. The end links are adjustable for easy hooking up. There's your 2 rear remotes. It needs a bath, but you're not going to find a nicer tractor that's been used, I guarantee you that. This wire right here is from lights that I have added. I didn't actually drill any holes in the tractor. They're through existing mounts. I'm not real big on drilling holes in nice new stuff, so I added stuff where I can. Like I said, rear tires are fluid filled. They're about 1,000 pounds a piece. Those cast weights in there, I believe, are 550 pounds extra a piece. Those are an upgrade. Fuel fill, toolbox. I actually forgot to, it does have a radio